Stripped down to my skin and my bones. I love huskies, but I feel like a wolf. In a pack, but I feel all alone. I'm scatterbrained, man. Better off for the clone. And take highs, I'm palmer with race eyes, doing weird shit. Like, this will make the biopic. Round up, hit Zags, B's, get the winning teams real quick. Bills still stacking to the ceiling. What you mean it ain't working? What you mean you ain't find yourself?
I'm trying.
What you mean you ain't got no cash?
I got a little bit.
What you mean? What you mean? Shouldn't your pockets be big just like a fat chick? Shouldn't your mama be done paying the house off? Shouldn't you have a real big ass ego? Shouldn't these girls be flunking just like seagulls?
Just to me, I like the rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is fixed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit. Just to me, I like the rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is fixed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit.
The original licks, flickety higher than Yosemite. Breaking them out mentally, master with no limit to making them sing. They will shipping our force viciously, watching the floor tipping your temple of authenticity. Often they say I'm off it, I offer my cross sympathy. They forgot what we on, I remind them of hostility. Hot diggity damn, everywhere on the scams. Gotta cover your clams and take another glance. Running a clinic, no scans, ain't no one claiming yo mans. It's all pertaining to plan, call me the architect. Lap you in the UFO, I haven't started yet. Still gotta figure out exactly where to park it at. Moses with the pen, each line in the ocean I can part it at. But that's too deep.
Don't call me stupid, that ain't the way my name pronounced. Don't call me Cupid, I got too many hoes right now. Poolside in Houston, tryna see if Beyonce will take me for adoption. Broke ass rich suburbs, a civilian shot in third world, we just by the fountain. This is Merlin Woodman. Everywhere I go is the woodlands. I need a honey butter, vodka in a Sprite can. When I'm in the Whataburger, all the kids know who I am. I need the honey butter, put a lean in my Sprite can.
Just to me, I like the rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is flexed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit. Just to me, I like the rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is flexed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit.
I got a record, but I'm clean as they come. I'm Godzilla, when they see me, they run. On 37th, used to run from the Bloods. The undercovers gotta duck when they come. I moved out, and in a couple of months, I'ma be a pop star, they call me a thug. I used to write raps on the back of the bus. Now I'm in the front seat, shifting the gears.
It's funny how things can change.
$300 to my name, led to Hollywood.
I was living off ramen and shit.
$500 on these dinners, never have to pay. Growing up, my teachers told me,
Better get them grades up if you wanna finish high school. And after high school, you better get a degree, cause it's a doggy-dog world, you can live in the street.
Flashback, I had my Walkman in the minivan, listening to NSYNC. Saw my name on the CD. Beach blonde tips, wanted to be JT, wanted to do big things, had to fulfill a dream. One might say I was doomed from the get-go, but those same people assume, cause they'll never know what it's like to be called to what's not set in stone. I am one with the ebb and flow, that's all I know.
Just to me, I like a rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is flexed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit. Just to me, I like a rest. Think I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is flexed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit. Just to me, I like a rest. I need someone who can handle it. Ice on my bars and my wrist is flexed. I don't need nobody trying to give me shit. Just to me, I like a rest. Think I need someone who can handle it.
What's up, guys? So, yeah, out cycling in this beautiful weather after some riding today, some good riding, and yeah, it's no race this weekend, so I thought I'd bring you along on some other things. Like I said in the comments under the other video, I'm going to do some questions and answers, so I thought this would be a fun way to do it on the bicycle. Yeah, just recovery cycling after riding today. Also, I got this new lens, the 16 to 25mm Sony, so I just have to try that out a little bit. My idea was to buy a new travel lens for Indonesia travel and a little bit more wide than normal. Normally I'm using the 24 to 105 and yeah, this is 16, so it's a much wider lens and hopefully I can capture the traveling better. But yeah, let's get to the questions and answer here in a bit while enjoying this beautiful weather for cycling. A pills for recovery ride. Whose idea was that? Oh my god. So, first question, who is your favorite YouTubers? So actually right now, I don't have any YouTuber that I follow like all the time. But I used to have a Casey Neistat. I think he's my inspiration for making videos. Also Jon Olsson, like doing the vlogs and stuff. And especially Casey Neistat, like how he tells a story is really cool. And like running around New York City, having fun, doing new things. That's always been a dream of mine. So yeah, I thought his videos always was a killer. And his storytelling I learned a lot from. And then the second question was, do you want to see any changes in MXGP? And to be honest, like the program and that, I like the 2-day format. I like the starts on Friday. I like that we have a whole weekend. Maybe the amount of races is a lot, but yeah, we just have to deal with it. Actually now I don't know why it's qualifying race, because it's more of a sprint race with points and everything. Everybody's anyway qualified, so it's points, so why not call it a sprint race? Call it for what it is. If we were to make changes like based on other categories like Formula 1, MotoGP, maybe on Saturday we could do a 1 hour free practice to actually make some changes on the bike. We can remove the whole suspension, change, have they open it, change the things inside, and yeah, make some proper adjustments, not just clickers. And you actually have time to do changes. Now I feel everything is really rushed. You go out on track and you almost don't have time to stop in the pit lane. And then in the afternoon we could have the time qualifying and just skip the qualifying race altogether. Or at least it would be cool to have like a really long session to actually make some changes during the weekend sometime. So nice little cycling session, 1 hour 10 minutes, 125 heart rate, not so bad. Now time to relax, probably play some Counter-Strike 2, get some food and chill for the rest of the day and get ready for another training day tomorrow. So yeah. This question I get a lot, what is your favorite track? And I'm a guy that really don't pick favorites if it's about the track or sports team or whatever. I don't like to pick favorites. Every time we come in a track or something, the track prep is different, and yeah, one day it can be my favorite track and then the next day the track is completely different. I like more open, fast ones like Matli Basin, Argentina, tracks like this that is faster, open and more flowing, that you can put more gas. This is what I like more. Victor Cente asks, would you race enduro in the future? I don't think so, not race world championship or anything like that. After motocross I think I'm quite fed up with racing high level, so probably just going to go back to enjoying a little bit more when I'm getting old. My goal is of course to ride the motocross as long as possible, probably more than 30, but yeah, we will see how long I can make it last, and then after that I think doing something completely different is more on my mind than racing dirt bikes. So maybe some enduro races for fun, some local ones, but nothing too serious, no. And then Raquel Fandel asks, what is your favorite thing to do when you have a weekend off? Either I like to go home to Norway and visit my family for a bit, or I just like to be here in the apartment chilling, do some physical training to keep my
my body in activity but no riding, because yeah, to stay off the bike is good sometime, and then just enjoy the place around here. See you, Kaiman, have a lot of questions, so I'm not going to do all of them right here, but I'm just having a stroll in the city, so showing you a little bit of the surrounding area, and thought I'd answer one of each question at least. Are you a rider that looks for a perfect bike setup, or are you more the rider which tries to compensate the lack of setup with his riding? And yeah, I'm a rider who can adapt and compensate for less than perfect setups, I would say. Growing up, I didn't have the luxury of customizing my bike, so I learned to adjust kind of. For sure, I do seek the ideal setup, but I'm also adapting quickly to any weaknesses or whatever. Actually, yesterday the camera battery died on me, so ran out of power, and I thought I'd continue the questions here while packing for Indonesia. Have you ever thought about racing outdoors in America? Probably there would be easier to be a top 10 guy, maybe even top 5. And do you feel the same? For sure it would be cool to do a summer of racing there or a few races, but I could never see myself moving over there. I don't think it's necessarily easier there or here. I think the level is very different and the racing is different, so you cannot really compare the two different series. Last year, most of the paddock expected you to be a top 3 guy after a really good 2022. What did go wrong? Was it on you, the bike, the team, or a combination of them? Answer to that could probably take a whole video, but let's just say that in 2022 I did a good job, stayed injury free, and maybe with less expectations and I felt more free on the bike, nothing in my head. Then in 2023 I had some injuries, like a grade 2 MCL tear after round 2, and then 1 month of food poisoning after Spain, another tear of my ligament in my ankle in the start crash in Germany, then dislocated my shoulder in Indonesia. We were also struggling a lot with the bike in the beginning of the season, but it all started to turn around a bit when we came back after Indonesia. And I had a stronger end to the season, almost going on the podium in Sweden. Unfortunately, some bike issue there, but winning my qualifying race, and then finally landing my first heat moto victory in Turkey and going second overall. So it was a decently strong second part of the season, and I think that's how it should be in all season, to be honest. But yeah, some unfortunate issues there in the beginning of the season made it difficult. I got way too much Google stuff to prepare. So bag is ready. You're doing quite well with the 450. Did you expect that in the start of the season? By the way, I'm writing the answer down in advance because it's much easier for me to read it out loud, like written already down, and I had put a little bit of thought process into it. I had in mind to be in and around the top 10, which I've been. I know with the rookie season the results will go up and down, so I just try to focus forward even with a bad or a good race and just look to the big picture I just want to improve and not stop my evolution and my improvements, no matter the results. We never see girls in your videos behind the camera, or you are Latin lover hunting girls all over the world, or the professional racer life does not help with such stuff. I like to joke around that I live in kind of a celibacy, so no girls for me, only focus on riding and racing. But yeah, it's not all true, but yeah, it's not that much time to do other things than train, sleep, eat, race and repeat. So in the spare time, mostly alone, to be honest, but sometimes. Last question is from Yona. Do you have a specific warm-up routine, perhaps especially for your forearms against arm pump? This year I was struggling a lot with arm pump in the beginning of the season, so I was trying to do a lot of different things and warm up a lot and get myself ready. But that was kind of just making me more scared to get arm pumps, so I tightened up and I didn't ride relaxed and good on the bike, causing me to actually get arm pump. Some balance changes on the bike and stiffening up the rear a little bit, getting a better hold up, so when I open the throttle out of the corner it doesn't sit down as much. That helped me with my arm pump, I think, and after we made that step I haven't actually had any problems with arm pump anymore, so that's really nice, and now I can just focus on going as fast as possible and not having to worry at all about arm pump. But that may not help for you. Arm pump can come from so much different things, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly what, but most of the time it's just riding time and riding relaxed, maybe bike setup a little bit, and just being comfortable on the bike, to be honest.
Last training session of this week, short run, nothing too crazy, just in the trails here, the local trails. This is the week which I've been training the least since I think first week of February, which I had Corona. So the least amount of training of all the year, just to have a small break here before going to Indonesia, back-to-back races. Just felt like I needed some proper rest in my apartment. Did 7 sessions this week, so really not a lot of training, and been just really good for my head to relax and switch the focus a bit from racing and training. Next week a lot of traveling, then the week after also not so much training, just a little bit to keep the body going because there's not so much possibilities there to do something. So really it's kind of like our summer break going to Indonesia, just focus on racing. And then after Indonesia, also last year I had a solid training block because the extra rest in Indonesia helped me have a little bit extra power to do extra training block and get even better for the upcoming 8 races after we get back from Indonesia. And that's where I was the strongest last year, so then I'm doing the same also this year. But that's it for this week. Hope you have enjoyed a little bit of a different week, and until next time, full gas. See you guys in Indonesia.